Hello once again. I think this will be my last review for the day. I guess I'm trying to get a few out of the way here. Next graphic novel I'm going to review is Superman Doomsday. Whoa. When I first purchased this a while back, I originally thought it was going to be the death of Superman. I guess I thought that Doomsday would be enough, and it looked like, judging by the cover with the ripped cape, that was what it was going to be about. But it was actually another graphic novel called The Death of Superman. Go figure. Anyway, this particular one is basically about a number of different stories following the whole Death of Superman story arc, in which we see Doomsday a couple more times, and pretty much the few other storylines he's actually used in after this. There's a pretty good one where he has to fight Doomsday again in a tangling battle with Darkseid, and he learns of the different he learns of the origin of Doomsday, which is interesting, and the different things Doomsday did and the battles he fought, and basically he teams up with a bunch of strange minor superheroes to do this weird time-bending paradox thing where basically they think the only way they can ultimately kill Doomsday is to take him to the end of time where he can't regenerate or anything. That was actually pretty cool. The other storyline is about how Doomsday comes back from that, in which Brainiac goes to the end of time and gets him back and brings him back and takes over his body. Interestingly enough, even though I like Brainiac and he's actually one of my favorite Superman villains, I didn't really think that story was quite as good. Then they also have a brief All Worlds at War thing, which the military used Doomsday to fight against that big alien invasion thing, which was okay. It was kind of brief though. And then they had the last story, which was okay, but it was kind of short. It was basically Doomsday gained intelligence, and somehow Superman was able to stop him because I guess the fact that Doomsday has self-realization and is self-aware, and he's afraid of death, makes him weaker, even though he's been beaten and should have increased his strength, and you couldn't be able to kill him the same way twice, which is his whole thing. But anyway, Superman beats him pretty easily, and that's the last story. Overall, honestly, I'm not the biggest Superman fan in the world. I think he's alright. He does have some good storylines, but this particular trade collection isn't the best. If you're a Superman fan, maybe check it out. You might get a kick out of it. But if you're not a big Superman fan, I guess you could still check it out. But it's probably not one of the better graphic novels I've read. I've read it very few times, and the artwork varies. It's kind of interesting to see the different styles over that decade there, like the 90s, early 2000s. But overall, I'd say it's okay. Maybe like a 3 out of 5 if I was going to give it a 5-star rating. Like it's a little better than okay, I guess, if you're an average Superman fan. But if you're really a big Superman fan, I'd still recommend checking out Superman Doomsday. And I'm going to show you the cover again. Woo! Back cover there with the battle. Alright, that's I think that's it for today. Hopefully somebody will see these reviews and comment on them, and I'd like to hear your opinions. This is Joe, and yeah.